Remember to record this. Okay.
Hey, Roger.
Hello.
So got one woman, Irishman,
Thanks.
Irishman, a Frenchman,
Mm.
a Bristolian. I don't know.
Is it,
Michelle was shy, you see. She don't go on screen.
She's smart.
Oh dear. Now you got plenty of notes available, paper available.
are you going to change the day? Lots of people seem to think that Thursday is not good. Are you going to change the day at some point?
I was only asking a question. I'm not necessarily.
I ain't writing anything down today.
Hey?
I'm not writing anything down. I only got half of me kit. The box 3. I'm missing the DVDs and the magazine and the free book and stuff.
All right. So you messaged them.
Yeah, I started to realise today. I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm so tired. I was wrecked.
You got to make sure you got all the catalogues.
Yeah, but do I count the K-Life catalogues in as the main catalogues? Because I shouldn't got K-Life, you see.
Yeah.
Or do I just play dumb and I just say I only got a certain amount of main? Where's everybody else?
All right. Come on, Georgina. There's Georgina. Hello, Georgina. Oh,
Hello.
God, you should tidy up. Where's your pussy?
I think you're talking to me, Mr. Bird.
Well, who else would I be talking about pussies with?
Yeah, nobody.
I have 9 of them in my house.
Hello, Asma.
One missing. I've just been calling her.
You've just been calling your pussy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Asma. I hope you've got plenty of notepaper available tonight, children.
I'm not writing today.
Okay.
I'm excused.
She's actually been down the pub all afternoon. She just.
I fucking wish I was. Do you know, if I had a drink since November, I probably wouldn't have a kidney stone.
Okay, what time is it? Where's David? Hello, David. Can you hear me?
Testing, 1,
David
2, 3.
generally just stares at the screen for a while until he realises his sound doesn't work. Don't you, David? Yeah, he says no. Oh, Asma looks tired.
Can you hear us?
Hello, David. You right, Asma? You look tired.
I've just washed my face.
Yeah, David. Can you hear us? Are you going to speak?
I've got a few catalogues.
Yeah.
For you if you want some, Asma?
I've been outside.
Who's on the phone call?
I've been outside all day. Well, actually, no. 2 hours.
David.
David's trying to ring us.
Welcome to Leica Mobile. Your call has been forwarded to an automated
Are
voice
you
message.
ringing, David?
Who's on a telephone call?
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Let's have a listen to this. It's recording, so.
Hi, Hatem. Can you hear me? Yeah, I've sent you a message to the link to go to. If you can, click on that.
David!
David doesn't know, obviously, that he's
At least it's not a sex line he's ringing.
because he's not enough.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
At least it's not a sex line.
David.
Hello.
No, he's looking for a reason he doesn't. He's looking on the bottom of his screen to work
Can anyone
out.
hear me? What's this bloody thing going on again?
Are you there?
We can hear you.
David, we can all hear you.
He can't hear anybody.
Oh, this is
You
making
won't
me
necessarily
laugh.
pick up the chat, Michelle. Anyway, he'll pick us up. He can't hear anything.
At least it wasn't a sex line he was ringing.
Oh God. Anyway, so
Oh, these are really professional training things, aren't they?
oh, it's good fun, isn't it? Right. Oh, hang on.
Now who's
Hi,
ringing?
Georgina.
Oh, Georgina ringing you.
We can all hear you on the meeting.
But I can't hear anyone here. I can't get it to work for some reason.
Everybody.
Oh,
We heard your message just there.
Oh,
Everyone
well.
can hear me talking to you now.
oh well, fair enough. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'll have to work out why I can't hear this bloody thing. Well, we'll try and sort it out. For some reason, I can't hear anything.
Well, it's all going to be recorded on the training, David. So.
If you can't hear it, you'd better mute your mic so we can't hear you.
Fair enough. That sounds reasonable.
Right. I'm
I
going to get
muted
started.
there, but I don't know why I can't hear. Anyway,
Hang
I
up,
will try and
Georgina.
get you online. Thanks for the call.
Okay. Right. So team meeting tonight. Okay. First of all, go through the normal, which is upcoming events. We've got the Birmingham Showcase happening on 26th of August. That's when they're going to launch the Christmas catalogue and also the K-Life for Christmas. And I think they're also going to launch a new country, but they may not do because of the issues they've had with the warehouse. And if they do, I think it's going to be Poland, but I might be wrong. We'll see. And then we've got Dublin,
Woohoo!
richest country in the world because its capital is always Dublin.
Yeah, fucking rip off.
Yeah, that's an old one, I know. And Ether and Elaine and how many other people that she's signed in by them will be joining. And then we've all got chances to qualify still for Vegas and Krakow. Now we run the 10-step system. Let's move you lot out of the way. Okay. Now our goal is simple to help you achieve yours. And the 10-step system is exactly 10 steps. Introduction to the system. I'm going to cover this off at the end anyway. So we have 10 steps. And the best place to find these 10 steps workshops and study them is actually at the workshops. There was one in Ireland. For some reason it stopped.
That's not in Ireland. That's Northern Ireland. That's not in Ireland.
Well, I call it all Ireland.
Yeah, well, it's not. There's been wars over that now. Come on.
Okay, so we've got Scotland to be advised, and then all the rest are in September because of the conference in August. And then there's the training that's been run by Kev Ryder and Beck, social media retail and recruitment workshops up in Barnsley, where they actually do a whole day training. You take your own laptop and do a full day's training. There obviously won't be one in August, but there is one in September. They're just sorting out the dates for me. Okay. Next dates to be advised. The one thing I want to get over tonight is sticking to the system. I often get questions directed to me, and I don't mind having questions, but generally the questions are answered in the system. We don't deviate from the system. So 100% no deviation. The reason we got involved with the 10 steps was we found on a week-to-week basis things were changing. This was the flavour of the month, that was the flavour of the month, and yet the 10 steps group was growing and growing and growing, and they were sticking to a coordinated system which everybody could refer to. As we're aware, there's been a little bit of upset in leadership, but Abigail Coakley runs the 10 steps sites and everything else. She's just changed the address. So that's going to be ongoing, the support there. So when we talk about the system, tonight I want to cover a couple of particular areas. And the first one is dealing with leads that come into us. That's inquiries about our business. And they can come in lots of different ways. But I'm just going to cover two areas. One is getting in leads via our website. For instance, when we do advertising now, we always put our website on our adverts. We've got website on our car. You know, if we do newspaper adverts, we use the website. We don't use a phone number anymore. Okay, so that will go into our contact manager, and it's important that if you've got a contact manager, you check it daily. You have to get into the habit of checking it daily. Okay, you need to make sure that your new leads have had auto responses to their request, because occasionally something gets missed. Don't know why, but occasionally it might do. So always make sure on a daily basis that your new leads have had the autoresponder response. That's the web loop one. So just to show you, this is our contacts today. This Michaeli Coke has come in. I'm just showing you that they're active, etc. So down here, we're going to view. I'm going to view, and it says here, this contact is due to receive messages from website autoresponder web loop. So it tells me immediately that this person is actually up and running and getting messages. Okay, I'm just checking who else has just come on. Okay, so there's 7 of us. Okay. Gaz isn't on for some reason. He said he was going to be. Anyway. And here, at the bottom of that page, it tells us that the email came in to our website at 13:57, and an email was sent out automatically. This is the great thing about using the contact manager. You don't have to be around. It will do it for you. What does this person receive? Well, this is the message. And it basically says, you left your details on our website about earning extra income. Currently explaining all areas of the UK Republic of Ireland. I'm going to speak to Abigail because maybe she can increase that to Spain as well. All right. Basically, you need to email us back as soon as you watch this video, and there's 2 videos. So what videos are they watching? Because when I talk to people, it's sometimes surprising that people don't actually know what people are looking at. They send out links on Facebook, they send out this, that, and the other, and they actually don't know what is entailed in those videos. So, first of all, they get the Independent You video to look at. And the second one is they've got the K-Life. Now, yes, it's an older one, but it doesn't make any difference. All we're doing is showing them what the range is all about. Okay. So, we check it on a daily basis. And then what we do is we must follow up calls daily and always within 24 hours. And we follow up the leads in this order. Scheduled appointments and scheduled follow-up calls take precedent over everything. Tonight, as I was doing the training tonight, I just had a person contact me. I've sent them the videos. They'll come back to me. And I'm now booked an appointment for 3 o'clock tomorrow. Prospects who email you back after watching the video, and then follow-ups for new leads, and follow-ups, i.e. you've left a message, you've left a text, you've left an email. And that's the priority. People who have contacted you back or you've scheduled an appointment with are the most important people. Okay. So the question is, people are going to sit there going, how do I remember all this? How can I remember what to do and what order? And they become, as the signpost there, lost, confused, unsure, unclear, perplexed, disorientated, bewildered even. It's probably the way your pussy's bewildered tonight, Georgina. It's not around. Basically, you don't need to be. That's why we swapped the system. Everything is laid out for you. Absolutely laid out on a platter. All you need to do is go to the 10stepsinfo.org, which is the new site for 10 steps, and download the script book. What I've just downloaded, is actually in the script book. Want to print something off? Oh, okay.
What's that?
Try printing something off. Let's find out.
There's gremlins.
something off.
Something like Star Wars.
No, it's not, Roger. That's it. It was Gaz.
It's like Star Wars.
Anyway,
Where's his lightning stick?
so it's the script books there. This is also said in the induction. This is taken from the induction. Step 3, learn the system. It's the most important step to a successful business. Your willingness to learn will determine your level of success. Now, I've got to applaud Elaine for being on her hospital bed and back from hospital tonight. I've got to applaud Asma. She's only been in the business a couple of days. This is their second work training. So, you know, fantastic. And everybody else is on here, of course. That is showing your willingness to learn. People who are on here tonight are willing to learn. Your job is to learn a simple system, and our job is to teach the simple system. I don't know if you saw today, I posted a post on the main group from Peter Rea.
Yeah, I read it last night. It's
Yep.
3 o'clock in the morning.
I actually found that quite interesting. Even the top earners have issues, you know. And sometimes you have to go through that to become a top earner. So, how will you learn the system? Well, you learn by speaking daily. Communication is the biggest problem while people are not successful. You need to review the Facebook team page, which you're doing, attending your weekly webinars, which you're doing, attending your workshop if it's local enough to you, and studying the workbook. Okay, so that's dealing with leads on the contact manager. So how do we deal with leads via social media? Okay, I did cover this a couple of weeks ago, but like I say, it's quite important. If you get a comment on an advert, reply with, we'll PM you and tag their name. I tend to send them the information first via a message and then tell them I have PM'd them that way round. Okay. So all we do is send this message, hi, whatever the name is. Thanks for the comment. Have a look at these 2 short videos. Now this has changed. There was 3 videos. There is now only 2 videos. So make sure you've changed your wording. Once you've watched both to the end, please let me know what you think. Tonight I've had 3 people look at the videos, 2 are not interested, which is fine. 1's gone to an appointment. So if you actually get a message which is going to be in your filtered messages, you send them this, hi, whoever it is, thanks for the message. Have a look at these 2 short videos. Once you've watched them both to the end, let me know what you think. Cheers. If you've not heard back from them within 24 hours, we then post this message. Hi, whoever it is again. Have you had a chance to watch the videos that I sent over? You get a positive response, fantastic. The next stage is to go over what's involved in detail. All you need to be is in front of a computer and able to view a website while I talk you through the info. When would you be free to do that? It would take about 10 to 15 minutes. Once got an appointment, ask for their details. That's great. Can you let me have your full contact details, please? Okay. And that's my prospect sheet. Look forward to speaking to you on. And you find that under here, contact forms, on the contact manager, and the link is up there. Don't get into a discussion about things at this point, i.e. is there an outlay, how much are things. Now, I'm not saying don't discuss things with them in general, because I just had a person say to me, I don't quite understand it. Have I got to buy stuff and sell it on? And I said to them, no, we don't buy any product. The best thing to do is to go to the next stage. And I did that. And I booked an appointment with them. Okay. Why do we not do that? Well, let's imagine I showed you this picture. Okay, that's a picture of a cherry. No, it's a bit out of focus, but and you didn't like cherries, all right? Would you be interested in having some if you didn't like cherries? Now, I'm going to open up your mic so you can actually tell me.
No,
If
full
you didn't like cherries, and you saw that picture, would you be interested in having some?
No.
Not cherries, no.
Okay. How about if I showed you this picture?
No.
Hey?
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Would you like to find out if the cherries are just on top? Because there might only be cherries on top and you can pick that off. What I'm trying to get over is, did you scare them away before they saw the bigger picture by just showing them enough information to allow them to make an uninformed decision? And that's what you can do when you end up in a discussion and answering their questions or trying to answer their question. Oh, your pussy's there. There's Georgina's pussy, everybody.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing that one night.
I've lost asthma. I've lost asthma. Never mind. Okay. What we're going to do is stick to the system. Step one, in retail, for instance, there are golden rules. Post 3 products in 50 groups daily on social media for 3 to 4 months. And the idea of that is not necessarily to sell products, but to get people interested in joining your group. If you're doing catalogues, we either present 100 to 150 books a week for 3 to 4 months, or we post 400 to 600 a week for 4 to 6 months. It doesn't work if you don't work those numbers.
Mine went a bit pot cheap this week, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You put a few out and then get anything, and all of a sudden you have a load of. When you're in hospital, everybody contacts you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, once again, this is all covered in the induction. We retail through social media. We sell products online by setting up your local selling group, joining 5 groups a day, liking and commenting on posts before advertising, and posting 3 products in your group in the groups every day. Making sure you do post 3 new products in your group every day. And we build up to posting in 50 local selling groups daily. The whole idea is to get everybody in your local area to join your group. As I keep saying, we're going to stick to the system. If in doubt,
What is the...
study the system. Talk about telephone appointments. Once again, I'm going to do it very briefly. Why do some people have 1 in 10 join and others have 1 in 3 or 4 join? We have the same appointments, the same script, the same costs, the same products, and the same company. Yet the difference can be quite radical. The only variant is the person that's doing the appointment. So let's look at what could be the issue. And one of the biggest issues could be posture. People aren't confident. So you need to know how to stand out on the phone. First one is smile. Smile when you're talking. Be relaxed. Putting a smile on your face can actually make your entire demeanour brighter, and it can improve your attitude when you talk to people on the phone. I find looking in a mirror helps me because I realise how beautiful I am, and how good looking Sharon is, etc., etc., and it makes me smile.
Will you turn off the speakers there, will you?
Pardon? Yeah.
Will you turn off the microphones there? That's there.
Okay. Secondly, pay attention to your posture. Just as smiling shines through on a phone call, so does slouching. To project a sense of self-confidence, use good posture. Sit up straight. Third one is being prepared. Whether you're taking a phone interview or fielding calls, it pays to know your stuff. If you're not even aware of the information you're sending the person, what's in the videos, what the information is, what information they've had, and it's all there for you to check it out beforehand. Think before you speak. Yeah, sometimes that's a problem, even for me. Often for me, actually. It can be tempting to fill quiet spots in the conversation with filler words like, you know, like, and This makes you sound unprepared and unprofessional. Don't fill gaps. Let them fill the gaps, because if there's a void, then it will always get filled by somebody. Instead, give yourself permission to take a second to frame your thoughts and speak clearly. I always have a pad to hand. Okay, this pad, I make notes and write down, and then I can fill it all in on the contact manager. If you can, take the call in a quiet place. Choose your environment carefully when taking a call. A quiet, peaceful spot will help you focus and conduct yourself better than a busy, hectic. I don't know about you, but I hate it when I call centres ringing me up and you can hear other people in the background actually taking other calls, etc. And that puts me off immediately. And I tend to block their call and put the phone down on them. It just, anyway.
Bugs you.
Good posture brings confidence. More importantly, though, is listening. 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 Every good conversation starts with good listening. Listen for their why. They've responded to you. You've put an advert out and they've responded to you. You need to know why they've called, and you need to spend some time trying to make friends with the person and understand what is it I can do to help you. You can then tell them how this business can help them achieve it. If you fail to do that, you're going to go nowhere. As I said, they're looking for something, otherwise they wouldn't respond. Now, this business isn't the golden bullet, silver bullet for everybody, but at the end of the day, it can help loads of people. It's not right for everybody. Some people you just wouldn't want in your business. Okay? If you've not showed them how this business can fulfill their needs, they won't join. End of. Okay? Do it, and they will join you. And you'll be able to dance around, go, happy days are here again. Okay, well, let's sing. Or, the other thing is, they simply don't believe it'll work. They don't believe you. If they did, they'd spend 25 quid. If they believed they could get 200 quid back as a minimum within 4 weeks, they'd do it, wouldn't they? Who wouldn't put 25 quid up? If I said to you, give me 25 quid, I'll give you 200 quid back in 4 weeks' time, guaranteed, why wouldn't people do that? After all, they'll spend money on vaping, they'll spend money on Sky, they'll spend money on lots of things. We're talking about 25 quid. It really isn't the money. John Stephen was struggling like mad. He borrowed the 50 quid to get started when he joined the business. If they believed it, they would find a way of doing it. Even if we gave them a few catalogues, they would go out, and we gave a lady 5 catalogues to pass around friends and family to try, because she was skinny, she desperately needed to make some money. And we gave her 5 catalogues to press around friends, family, and that. And after 5 weeks, she's got a £10 order. She isn't that desperate to make it work. I said, all I need is £100 worth of orders. The £100 worth of orders, that's enough to actually join the business. Okay. One of the best things I can recommend to you is this book and CDs, Listening for Success with Stephen Shapiro. We've got it up here. It's on my shelf. Okay. I'm going to briefly just reiterate to you our 10-step system. step one is introduction. Now you need to be aware of our system. How could you possibly sponsor somebody when you're not aware? Introduction to the system. The reason we've got the system is it's duplicable because anybody has the same information. Secondly, it's about personal development, and that says reading these types of books. Now, I know I'm talking to converted because you're all here today, and I'm sure all of you are going to be at the conference. Step 3, goal setting and planning. You've spoken to people when they're looking at the business, and you know their why. What's your why? Why aren't you doing the adverts that you need to do? Why aren't you doing the appointments you need to do? Why aren't you doing the retail? Whatever it is, you've got to find the why for yourself. And if you don't write it down, you'll do nothing. We've all had jobs in the past, and we get up in the morning and we make a point of giving 40 to 50 hours a week to a boss, and yet we won't find the time to make sure that we spend even an hour a day for ourselves. Step 4, lead generation, knowing your numbers. I'm trying to track, as you know, those people who are involved, to try and work out who's doing most adverts, what the responses are, look at the responses, finding out how many of those are going to appointments, and then from those appointments, how many conversions we got. We can then do a training program with each individual. We can work out what day gets the best responses. It's important that we get that information. Step 5 is the telephone process, the structure of the call, the script book, handling responses. Step 6, showing the business. Dead easy, once again. But you've got to be comfortable with the literature. You can run through it as many times as you like. Great thing about Zoom is you can do the presentation and you can watch it back. And you can pick up. You can do it to your teddy bear. You can do it to your pussy. You can do it to whatever. You can do it to me if need be. Okay? But you can actually record it and then watch it back. That's the fantastic thing I love about Zoom. It's important to do the follow-up and online registration. Some will, some won't. Say what next? And then getting commitment from people. Then it's getting them started within 24 hours. Okay. Then it's the events. That pays big money. It's the glue that holds the team and the system together. Promote it in advance and use their reason why. When you joined, you were going to do this, that, and the other. You need to get the information, blah, blah. When you come to an event like the conference, you'll meet other people in your same situation. And your business turnover will be a direct result of the number of team members you have attending at these events. And step 10 is about coaching, duplication, and leadership. It's all about, would you like people to copy what you're doing? Be hands on heart and say, what I did last week, would I be happy if all my team members did that? And if the answer is yes, applaud yourself. If the answer is no, use that as a yardstick to improve. Are you doing for your team members? Are you actually putting messages on their timeline, thanking them, congratulating them? Are we edifying the team by putting posts like after today's training? Wow, fantastic! I got a lot out of tonight on the training for the rest of the group who are not here, who are not picking up the messages on the chat, etc., etc. Are you being the leader that you need to be to grow your business? Would you want to follow you? That's all we're trying to say. The idea is to get it fast. Get 10 to 15 people in. If you've got 10 to 15 people in your team, you'll be close to gold. Get those people in as quickly as possible, then you can teach them how to do the same, and your business will skyrocket. So, it's all about duplicating the system. It starts with you. The system's been laid out for you. All you have to do is follow it. Create some retail profit, share the opportunity, and promote events. That's what I wanted to cover tonight. Thanks for watching on that. Has anybody got any questions?
Nope.
No?
No.
No comments at all on tonight's program?
How is the so far the leads and everything? How are they going?
Pardon?
The leads and stuff. How are they going so far? You know, how many leads is everybody getting in? You know, the way you're recording.
Well, you can see on a daily basis if you look on the group. But
I can't remember 3 hours ago.
At the moment, which is the worry. I say, Georgina, I can tell you what hers is. Yeah,
But I haven't really been able to. I haven't really been able to follow mine, obviously, because last week in 3 days.
I've been trying to chase up. By the end of this week, I'll have 2 weeks' number of figures, so I'll have a better idea. It's no good doing it over 1 week. You've got it over 4 weeks to get any sort of ratio. Because
everything kind of went tits up for me this week.
Slowly, but finish quickly, can't you, George?
Yes, Andrew.
That's what Sharon says to him all the time.
She doesn't say yes, Andrew, to me at all.
I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that about yes, Andrew.
Talking about your comment. Oh, Elaine, I missed you.
And Andy's saying her bitch is back.
How about you, Gaz? Can you hear me? I don't think you got mic, have you? Okay. And you, Michelle? Oh, I've got chat down here. I don't know what it says. Asma has had a problem.
Gaz has monsters.
I know.
Where's Sharon today?
Andy,
You put
you
yourself
muted
on
yourself.
mute.
Peace. Peace.
Andy, you've
Hello.
muted yourself.
Peace. You kicked Roger out.
Yeah. Oh, did I? No, you might have well have gone. Okay. But did you find tonight useful?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Make notes.
It's only useful if you use it.
I make notes.
Yeah. It's only useful if you use it. Like you say, what you should do is make the notes, then put them in a drawer, and then leave them in a drawer. And
Put something else on top of them and forget about them.
Okay. So I'm going to finish this off now because I only got a minute left. End the meeting, and I'll put the recording up later on. Okay.
All right.
And I'll speak to you all soon.
Bye, guys. Catch you online later.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye all.